Good morning from the Magic Kingdom tram. I have parked up. I've had a slightly later start today because I have a breakfast reservation at the Polynesian, but something I would say is always give yourself plenty of time to get places in Disney World because everywhere is much bigger than you anticipate. And somewhere like Magic Kingdom, if you are driving like me, you have to park up, then you have to either walk or get the tram to the security, go through security and bag check, then get either the monorail or the boat to Magic Kingdom or the resorts if you're dining like me, and it takes much longer than you anticipate. So always give yourself plenty of time so you can have a nice relaxing start to your morning. But very excited. The restaurant I'm going to is one I've been wanting to go to for a long time to try a really unique dish. I'm very, very hungry. I cannot wait. And then we're going to have an amazing Magic Kingdom day and a very special evening. So do join me for the adventure and let's start our Magic Kingdom day. So whenever I go through security, I always get stopped because I have loads of things in my bag. As I mentioned yesterday, basically like yomping, I take everything with me. So I always get searched, but it is very good. They're really hot on security. But now I'm going to help straight onto the resort monorail and go to the Polynesian Village Resort. If you are going to be catching the resort monorail, it stops at the Polynesian, Grand Floridian, Magic Kingdom, then the Contemporary. That's the order it will go in. So again, depending on where you are dining or heading to, make sure you give yourself enough time to get there.
We are now stopping at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. Thank you.
So now that I have arrived, I'm going to go to the app so I can check in to let them know I am here, and you can also do modifications at that point. Here we go. So I can check in. I'm going to start the check-in process. It lets you know the party mix. Now, as a solo traveller, I always book for 2 people because you can't really get reservations for 1. But this is the time you can modify that. And then if you have any dietary requests, you can add them in. They already have vegan options, so I don't need to add anything. I don't have a US phone number, so we just ignore that. And we're all ready to go. And then I will get a notification to let me know to go up to the desk when they're ready for me. I always super highly recommend dining in the resorts, particularly around Magic Kingdom, because the food tends to be a lot better than in the parks. And they're so easy to get to with either the monorail, which this was just like a few minutes on the monorail, or you can even get boats. So if you are in Magic Kingdom, but you want to have lunch or dinner, you just get a boat to one of the resorts. So they're so convenient. And the food here is amazing. Of course, here you have Kona Cafe. You also have the famous Ohana here. The morning you can have your character dining breakfast with Stitch. And lots of the resorts on the monorail loop are amazing for food. So I'd absolutely recommend getting some reservations here because they're so good. So on the menu here, there are a few different options, but I am going for the plant-based Moco Loco, which is plant-based eggs with rice, a sausage patty that is vegan, some pico de gallo. It sounds amazing. This is the exact sort of food I love for breakfast. I cannot wait to tuck into this. It looks amazing. I'm very excited I'm going to get to have just egg because I'm obsessed with it and we need to have it in the UK immediately. But let's dive in. You also get some gravy, which is what I forgot to mention earlier, but the fact that you get some just egg, you're getting some patty, like you've got everything. It's going to be a flavour explosion. It's got a little bit of everything on the fork. That's so good. It's really, really beautiful, savoury food. You have some of the freshness from the pico de gallo popping through. The just egg is amazing as per usual. It's a really good portion size, and the fact that you've got rice is going to be a nice way to fill up for your Magic Kingdom day. Get you filled up. That was a really, really great way to start the day. So I'm going to get the monorail now over to Magic Kingdom. What I would say is what I always do in advance of my trips is work out how much the tax is going to be, but also how much the tip is going to be. So I always factor in a 20% tip just so I know I have enough money to take with me. I do have these $700 worth of dining credits, and that's one of the benefits of being a solo traveller. Although your hotel room is unbelievably expensive, you do get the full amount of the dining credits when that was the offer, which is fantastic. So that's helped a lot. You just get it emailed to you when you check in, and the email has a little barcode on it. So what I do is I have done a screenshot of that and saved it into my favourites in my gallery, so I can easily access it every single time. So one of the first things I am going to go and do is look at the app to see the wait times, because today is a normal day. It's not a party night, so it's not shutting early, and I also don't have multipass, so it's just going to be standby queues all day today. So let's see what the ride wait times are currently like. Okay, so it's 45 minutes to meet Mickey. Let's have a little look over here. Okay, Tomorrowland's looking pretty good. Space Mountain 25, Tron is 60. It's now gone to a standby wait time. Over in Fantasyland, the smaller rides, 5-10 minutes, fantastic. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train's only 30 minutes, which is amazing. That's unbelievable. Fantasyland is looking like a really good shout at the moment. A lot of low wait times. Peter Pan's even 30 minutes, which you never see that. 13-minute wait at Haunted Mansion. I will forever mix these up. I will apologise. Basically, we all know that means it's a walk-on. The ride wait times are looking fantastic. Big Thunder 30, but what a great day. So as we know, I will never ever say the cute word because I'm not going to jinx it, but as you can see by those ride wait times, they are very, very good. And I always did think that this year would be a bit quieter, because last year was the final year people who had had trips postponed because of the pandemic could use their vouchers. And obviously you had the end of the 50th anniversary celebrations. So I always thought this year would be a little dip, particularly because next year you've got Epic Universe. A lot of people are waiting. And it's worked out perfectly in my favour, because these ride wait times are incredible. So I think I might head over to Fantasyland, because there's lots and lots and lots of rides there, and lots of them I haven't been on so far, and it looks like a good shout, so let's go that way. Ooh, okay, actually on my way I'm going to dip into a shop because I can't stop looking at clothes. I think this snow globe is so cute. I absolutely love it. $20. I also absolutely love this shirt. I've got a Loud shirt on today, and this is another Loud shirt that I love. This shop is really nice because you also get all of the limited edition stuff. So you get like your Dooney and Birch, you get your Pandora items. So if we're looking for the kind of more branded items, more expensive items, this is the shop to come in. These 3 Caballero bags are so nice. If you've got a spare $100,000, then you can get this very, very pretty castle, and they put some lights so it's all lit up and it looks lovely, but probably a bit out of my price range. As you can see, it's a bit of an overcast day today, but it's much cooler for it, so it's very, very nice. It's just a 5-minute wait for the teacups. I think that's going to have to be the first ride of the day. Always one of my favourite rides. I don't know why I love this so much, but I absolutely love it. This one looks like it's quite slow moving, so if you don't want to spin, you don't have to. You can just take a nice trip around, but if you like spinning, you're in for a treat. Let's see if we can spin. The problem is you tend to have to be quite strong, and I'm using one arm. I would quite like today try to meet some characters. There's actually a few places that I've never met characters before in Magic Kingdom, so I think that would be pretty good. At the moment, Mickey Mouse at Town Square is 40 minutes. I don't know if it's because it's Mickey Mouse, so obviously he's getting the longest wait, and the other wait times are a bit more reasonable, but it does seem like the character meet and greets are some of the longest waits at the moment. So I have heard about Smelephants on Parade, but I'm not sure what it is. We should definitely check it out. Hello, may I please get involved? I'm very excited.
Okay,
That's going to be perfect. What is it? Is it just you go to the different...
Yeah, there's 8 elephants spread out,
Yep.
and they all give off a different smell, and you gotta
Amazing.
match them.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, this looks so much fun. So dotted in Storybook Circus, in this area of the park, there are 8 different elephants that give off different scents. So I've got my little book, and I've also got a little sticker, which I'm so proud of, just so I'm feeling assistant. And I think he knew. He was like, we better give her a sticker. She's clearly a big kid. So let's go and see what we can smell. So inside you get a little map, and then you also get stickers. So you go up to each of the elephants, see what they smell like, and then you put the stickers on the map, which is so cute. I love this little interactive fun thing. Okay, I'm smelling hard. This one doesn't really smell of anything, which could be a bit of a problem. Can't smell anything. I don't know what I'm meant to be smelling, but I can't smell the elephant. Okay, I'm going to go to another elephant and see if it's just that I have no sense of smell. Maybe this is how I find out I've got COVID. And I've lost all my senses of smell and I can't do the Smelephants. It's also funny because Disney are famous obviously for pumping scents into the park. So I love that they're kind of making it an attraction now. I genuinely can't smell anything, guys. I think either the scents aren't working or I can't smell. This guy, though, does look like a snow cone, so I'm assuming he's meant to smell like a snow cone. So I think he's... Oh, wait a minute. I've got a little whiff of something then. It's very sweet. I don't really know what a snow cone's meant to smell like, because isn't it just shaved ice? Does ice have a scent? I don't know. Let's see another elephant and see if we can get better at smelling. Okay, we found our next guy. He looks like lemonade. Again, I can't smell anything. I'm really worried now. I've got COVID or something. What's happening? Maybe no one can smell anything though. Maybe it's not just me. However, what is handy is the stickers do tend to align with what the elephants are looking like. So I would assume that this guy is the pink lemonade because he does look like a lemonade. Ooh, as I was walking away, I could smell lemonade. I could smell it. Maybe I'm standing too close. This one's supposed to be bubblegum. Ooh, yeah, I can smell it now. It's working. I haven't got COVID, guys. That's good news. Okay, he really smells of bubblegum. That's amazing. I think this is a really fun, little, cute, interactive challenge. That smells amazing. I think you need to be downwind. I think that's my problem. I've been too close. You need to walk a little bit away from them to get the scent. But I can totally smell the bubblegum. Something else I have never done is go into Pete's Sideshow Silly Circus. Is that what it's called? No, wait, I can see it. It says Pete's Silly Sideshow. So here you can meet characters in their like circus costumes. At the moment, we have Donald and Goofy at 20 minutes, Minnie and Daisy are at 35. So let's do Donald. Let's have a little go and meet with him. Oh my god, the air conditioning in here is next level. It's amazing. So it's a nice that you can wait, cool down, so that when you have your photographs taken, you'll look nice and presentable. So whilst you are waiting, the character attendants do ask you to get your cameras out because you can take your own selfies, but it does look like these pillars do take photographs. And then over here, there is a little space where you tap your magic band. It's not automatically obvious, but if you do want to get those PhotoPass photos, make sure you tap in. But what a fun setting this is. Hi, Goofy! It's so good to see you. It's wonderful. It's a pleasure to meet you. And you're so daring and brave. I love that you've deliberately put this up here for an amazing photo spot. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. It's so good to meet you. I could never do anything like that. I'm not brave enough. So I'm glad I've got to meet you being super brave. Maybe I'll transfer and I'll be braver by the end of today. Hi, Donald. It's lovely to meet you. What an amazing setting this is. I've been mesmerised by the snakes. I've been totally hypnotised. This is amazing. And this outfit is everything. I'm going to go home and get a cape. capes need to come back in fashion. You look very snazzy. I absolutely love it. So here you can scan your magic band, and you can also get the little pass if you don't have it, and it's super handy that you automatically have your photos added. That was such a fun meet and greet. I really love the setting. It's amazing. The air conditioning was wonderful. It's great that they have the automatic PhotoPass. You'll get lots of photos, the candid ones as well as the posed ones. And you can take your own photos, videos, you can have autographs. They just ask you to get prepared. But that was so much fun. And it did take about 20 minutes, so absolutely perfect timing. Oh my God, this shop smells amazing. I know it's a famous sweet shop, but it smells unreal in here. The fact that there is a sweet called Power Limes is absolutely incredible. Ah, we can see why it smells nice in here now. Sadly, no vegan treats, but lots of these are included in the Disney dining plan if you do have it. So do look out for the little symbol, and you can get your sweet treats. It is really, really nice just to kind of be taking the day as it comes, and it was so fun to go in there. That's somewhere I've always wanted to do, a character meet and greet, but never done it before. So that was wonderful. Now I'm going to go opposite onto Dumbo. Thank you. Hello. Something that is cool about the Dumbo queue is it also has a kids play area. So if you are waiting and you're just thinking, oh, but, you know, the kids seem a bit bored, if you come in here, you can play for as long as you want, then hop back into the queue and it's nice and air conditioned. Oh, I think we've had a false start.
Your ride is not over. Please remain seated. Your ride is not over.
We've had a little false start. Oh, we need a little bit of pixie dust. This is also a really fantastic ride to come on during the fireworks, as you get that amazing castle shot. I've taken my ears off because I've seen far too many ears in the water before. One of the Dumbos wasn't working, so he has a little sign on him that says, sorry, flying solo. And I'm like, they need to immediately start selling that as merch, because you see so many solo travellers. If you've ever thought about doing a solo trip to Disney, there are so many solo travellers here. And I think it's a really great destination because it's safe, there's loads and loads to do, so you never kind of get bored or like, I wish I had some company. American people are so friendly, so you end up chatting to people all day long. And it's just the best place if you are thinking about doing a solo trip and you've never done one before. As I'm walking past these elephants, I can really smell them now. So you have to just walk past them and then you'll get the scent instead of aggressively sniffing at them. But as I'm over in this corner of the park, I'm going to go on Barnstormer, the 30-second roller coaster. When I was here last time, they were still building this. This was all behind Scrim. So it's great that you can now see Tron from this view, and also you can walk over into Tomorrowland that way, which is so convenient because you don't have to walk all the way around. It's much closer, which is amazing. And that was a fun 30 seconds. Such a fun little starter coaster if you have young kids, and because some of the very big rides, I mean, not that Disney has like huge rides, but the ones that I don't go on anymore, because I've missed out on them, I will absolutely go on all of the other rides, including the ones clearly aimed at kids. We all know Ariel isn't always my favourite, but let's go on this one. I haven't done it during this trip and it is super cute. And we get to see Angela.
Then King Triton got all mad and told Sebastian the Crab to watch over him. Then there was lots of dancing and singing.
that was a super cute ride. As always, I really, really enjoy that ride. I'm not a massive fan of the film, but I do love the ride, and all the songs are just so iconic. However, in the queue, I was trying to mobile order some lunch, and it was saying your code isn't working. So I'm going to have to go and speak to guest services at some point today because I don't know why that's happening. And mobile ordering is so convenient that I don't want to have to be standing in queues if I can avoid it. So let's hope that can get fixed. And also, my Donald photo, I got other people's photos, so I also need to go to PhotoPass and sort that out, which it is irritating having to do these things. It takes time out of your day, but hopefully it won't take too long. So I have stopped by Pinocchio Village Haus for lunch, where I've got the plant-based pizza. If you're looking for something kind of plain, this is quite good because it is just a margarita pizza essentially, but with vegan cheese. There's a lot of vegan cheese on top, so let's try it. I would say this is actually a really, really nice tasting cheese pizza. If you are looking for something that is kind of fast food, something that's familiar, this is a really, really good option. It's much better than I was anticipating. It tastes really good. So the ride wait times have shot up. This morning, Haunted Mansion was a 13-minute wait, it's now 45. It's a Small World, went from like a 10-minute wait to a 35-minute wait. And this is why I love coming in the mornings, because the first few hours you get so much done because the ride wait times are so low. Whereas after lunch, it gets super busy. Then it is also the hottest part of the day, which is why I do the afternoon break, because you're going to miss out on the long queues and the heat, and you can come back later on when the queues have died down a bit and it's much more comfortable temperature. So I'm probably going to go on a few things, stuff like Hall of Presidents, things that you can just walk into, and they've got air conditioning. So this is one of these classic Walt Disney attractions. He, of course, famously loved animatronics, was a pioneer kind of in that field. And the Abraham Lincoln over in Disneyland was the first kind of big animatronic of that kind for Disney. And he kind of started out by doing people he really admired, which is why he started with Abraham Lincoln. So then this, I think, is a natural progression where they kind of showcase all the former presidents and the current president of the United States. And they do update this ride, so anytime there is a new president, they will include them. Obviously, it'll take a little time to make the animatronic, but they do get debuted here, so let's go in and see. And worst comes to worst, you're sat in the air conditioning for a little while. I know this is one of the attractions where people are like, if I need a little break and I sit down, come in here. It's quite a long show. I don't know how long, but it's not like a couple of minutes you're out. So if you do need a little break in the air conditioning and you want to see a classic attraction, then this is well worth it.
Gerald R. Ford, Jimmy Carter, and now we come to the present. Once again, we place our trust in the idea of a president, as we have from the beginning.
My fellow citizens, no event could have filled me with greater anxieties than that notification on the 14th day of April, 1789. That you had selected me to lead our nation. But it was with the confidence of my fellow citizens that I took an oath. 35 simple words that have been repeated by every American president throughout history.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States, and I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So I'm really, really glad I went and saw that. At first you get an overview of US history, and then of course you get to see all of the former presidents and the current president, the animatronics. I'm not going to lie, some of them don't particularly look like the people. But it is a really, really Disney attraction, and it's something I think, is very reminiscent of things that Walt Disney was passionate about having in the parks. So it is so nice to go and see that. And I'm also now opposite the Christmas shop, and I always like to get a little bauble, so I haven't been there yet. Let's go and have a see what baubles are on offer this year. Oh, interestingly, they have lots of Halloween things in here at first. I've never seen a Halloween decoration. Do people decorate for Halloween? Love this glass slipper one. We also have lots of Marvel decorations now. We don't see a lot of Marvel in the parks because obviously Universal has the rights to have the stuff in the park. We've also got some Star Wars. I do like to get one that is dated so I know what year I went. Not loving this. They do have a few different options. So you can have a little see which ones you like the most and pick that. So I actually got the Disneyland version of this one when I went, and I'll try and do it with one hand. It lights up as well, which is super cute. I actually really love this like really shiny one. Now that I am in the mood for some classic attractions, I'm going to head into Tomorrowland and go on Carousel of Progress. I think we're going to try and do the People Mover again. I would go on the People Mover all day, every day if I could. The Carousel of Progress is one of my absolute favourites. The song is iconic, haven't seen it so far on this trip. So let's go take a wander through history with our catchy little song. There is definitely a big difference between the ride wait times on a normal day and a party night. So I would say if you were coming on a party day, you probably don't need multipass. On a day like today, multipass will help you save a lot of time. So that could be a really, really good option if you're coming on just a standard day and it's going to be busy.
Yes, sir, buildings are towering now as high as 20 stories. And moving pictures flicker up on a big screen. We have almost 8,000 automobiles in this country, and we can travel by train from New York to California in less than 7 days.
Phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century over 20 some odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never gonna make it. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now, and we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes, and thanks to our automatic dishwasher, oh, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper.
Take a look around, Grandma. You're in the ship.
Feels like I'm really there.
Okay, get ready. You're about to blast off.
Here goes nothing. Whoa!
All right, here he comes. Oh, you missed him.
Hey everybody, I'm done programming our new voice activation system.
Now all our household items will do anything we tell them to do.
Great. Tell the refrigerator to bring me a root beer.
Remember Dad's turkey last year?
Yeah, that thing really smoked up the place when it burned, didn't it?
We ended up microwaving frozen pizzas.
Well, no need to worry about the turkey this year. Not with an oven that will do anything your father tells it to do when I was a kid.
Take that, you nincompoop!
Hey, check it out, Dad. Grandma's up to 975 points.
Wow, 975?
Temperature increased to 975. Big mode overload. Command error.
John, what's wrong with the oven?
What,
Big mode complete. Enjoy your meal.
Anyone for pizza?
Oh, another Christmas turkey ruined.
Absolutely iconic. I love the Carousel of Progress. I think the song's so catchy. I actually think the song is better than It's a Small World. I think it can stay stuck in your head. The little earworms, is that what they call it, all the time. Like, I absolutely love it. And it'd be interesting to see if they will ever add, obviously they can't add a scene because the ride is what it is, but if maybe they'll update it to be more modern, but just love it. It's such a classic. And now I'm going to head over to the People Mover because I can't come to Magic Kingdom without going on People Mover. It's not possible. But you know it's a busy day when even there's a queue for the People Mover.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Borak 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky. I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
This is Starboard 75.
Or as we locals call it, Space Mountain.
So I've got lots done today, which has been amazing. It's super, super fun. But I'm going to head back to my hotel now for a little afternoon break. It's getting very, very hot. It's very crowded. The wait times are up. And tonight when I come back, I'm going to get here a bit early so I can grab something to eat. I'll probably go to guest services then, because I can then immediately test whilst I'm there about mobile ordering. And I'm also going to, I think, exchange my t-shirt I bought the other day because I think it is a bit too big. So I'm going to try do all of those things because I want to kind of stay in the Main Street area ready for the dessert party, which I'm so excited for. Happily ever after. I watch it at least once a week at home. So I cannot wait to see it in person. When I was here last time, it was enchantment. And then previous times, it's that situation of kids on shoulders, you never see anything. So I was like, do the dessert party, get the full view, have the full experience, and I cannot wait. So let's go and take a little bit of a break. Today is the first day where actually in the daytime I felt a bit tired, which is interesting because I've been getting up early. I've started to get up the time I would get up in the UK, which is between like 4:30 and 5:30 in the morning. So I don't know why I wake up so early, but the good thing is I feel kind of adjusted now. So yeah, it's interesting to have a little bit of a tired afternoon, but it'll be good to have a little break because this evening we want to be full of energy. So I have now come back for the evening. I'm going to grab something to eat and then get ready for the dessert party. It may sound weird, like why are you getting something to eat? Well, my friend Jin has been to the dessert party before and they were like, make sure you eat something savoury first because it's so much sweetness that can make you feel ill. So what I have got with me is a little Ziploc bag. So if I don't eat all the desserts, I can take them away with me. Because where I'm vegan, I will be getting a special vegan plate just for me. Whereas other people, it will be kind of like a dessert buffet. You can have as much as you like. But I'm like, oh, if I don't eat them all, I'll pop them in my little bag. The desserts we won't be having until about 9 o'clock. So I'm like, I'll have a little bit of food now, line the stomach, and then get ready for the dessert party. I don't think I've actually looked at Emporium yet, which is unbelievable. So I'm going to cut through there because I mobile ordered whilst I was at my hotel for Casey. So I'm staying in this area. So let's look. And I have also bought my t-shirt so I can exchange it. So we might see if they've got it in here. Emporium is super, super large. So you don't have much time in Magic Kingdom and you're like, I need to get something. This is the one shop I would recommend coming in because it has a bit of everything. So it's going to be your best bet. This is a super cute cushion. I love that. So they do have the t-shirt, which is good news. But what I am going to do is I'm going to actually wait until after the fireworks to come back here because getting out of Magic Kingdom after the fireworks is wild. You literally have tens of thousands of people leaving at the same time. It takes ages and ages. So I always like to kind of go in the shops, have a mooch about. So I will save that for later. As you can see, Emporium keeps going and going and going. There is a lot of shop to cover. You can even get the Starbucks mugs in here. You've got these kind of like metal ones and you have these ones, which normally you would only get in Starbucks, but they're so popular, I suppose they've started selling them here. Casey's Corner pianist is super famous. You will have seen him all over TikTok. And I got him, he was like, I'm just going to do one more song, and then proceeded to do the greatest medley of Disney songs ever known to man. It was incredible. It was so good. And I love that the parks have this live entertainment, and it's so wonderful. So if you are in this part of the park, make sure you come see him because he's so good. So at Casey's, I actually ordered just the regular plant-based dog. But they've actually given me the Chicago one, which was a bit more expensive, so I've kind of got like a little steal here. This one has like a very interesting like lime green relish. I don't know what that's made of. It looks radioactive. I feel like this is going to be very, very messy. So let's see. It's a little bit cold, which isn't ideal. I don't really know what the green stuff is, but it's nice. It's got a little bit of a tang to it. I probably should look up what I'm eating. But it tastes good. The only thing is, the bun is kind of disintegrating. There's a lot of wetness within the hot dog, so the bun isn't holding up too well. The hot dog itself is actually really, really cold, so I don't know whether to go back and see if I can get another one, because it's also disintegrating, so let's see. Okay, so I went back and they have given me a brand new hot dog. The staff could not have been more accommodating, so let's go in and try this one. Okay, so the bun has disintegrated again, so I don't really know how to eat this, but we'll give it a go. It's very difficult to eat because it is falling apart and it's still not super warm, and I think that's because the toppings are cold, so it probably won't cools the sausage down. This is super, super messy. It's disintegrating before your very eyes. So I've just finished my meal at Casey's and it was messy, but it was very, very tasty. I didn't like how cold the sausage got, but I think that was because the toppings were quite cold. But it also wasn't like a massive size. So what was good about that is it fills a hole, but because I'm going to the dessert party tonight, I will still have space in like 3 hours time to eat desserts. Casey's is an iconic location. Sadly, Magic Kingdom is famous for not having great food in it, and I would say this is absolutely fine. It's not going to blow your mind, but it will fill a hole. So I have about 45 minutes before I can check in. So I've had some photos done on Main Street, and I also wanted to show you where the viewing area is, because you have a prime location. So the dessert party package does cost $99 at the time of the year that I am visiting, and you get the prime viewing spot that's private, and you also get obviously a range of desserts and drinks. I think it's unlimited soft drinks, and there's also alcoholic beverages. I think there's a limit of 2 per adult, so you get lots of little nice things, but I'll show you where we're going to be standing. So this is Plaza Gardens. This is going to be the private viewing area for the fireworks tonight, and then just here is the castle. So you are going to have a really fantastic view. Obviously at the moment it's obstructed by this little guy here, but when you're further in there, you're going to have a really amazing unobstructed view. There's not tons and tons of space, but they don't have tons and tons of people. It is a limited event, so I'm very much looking forward to this. I think it looks like it's going to be absolutely stunning, and you might not be able to see it on camera, but as you can all see, or not see, we're going to have a prime view of Tinkerbell, which is going to be incredible. It is a bit overcast at the moment. I'm hoping that it just stays this way because the temperature has dropped a bit. It is still very humid, but if it stays like this and it doesn't rain, then I think it could be an amazing night because you could just sit outside. But I'm doing the post party, so what that means is I check in at 7:30 and I could pick any spot that I want, sit down on the grass and wait for the show. After the fireworks, you then go to Tomorrowland Terrace and have your desserts. They also do a pre-party, so they do it in reverse. They have their desserts first, 5 minutes before the fireworks, they come out, and then they can pick from any of the available spots that are left. It's a really good option if you have kids to do the earlier one, just because you won't be going to bed super late and you won't be having sugar super late. Whereas we'll probably be having our dessert party just after 9, and it will probably run until maybe 10. So very excited for it. They also do I think it's called the Seats and Sips, or the Sweets and Seats, I think that's what it's called, which is you actually sit down at tables on Tomorrowland Terrace, which is great because you can save your feet. I have heard that you need to get there early for that one because ideally you want to be in that first row of seats, Otherwise you don't have such a great view, and the downside is it is a slightly restricted view because you do have trees that block the projections on the castle. So you can see the fireworks fine, but you might not all see all of the projections onto the castle. Whereas a lot of people told me the post-dessert party is by far the best because you're getting the great view. Yes, you do have to stand for the fireworks, but you can sit in the meantime and you get to have the desserts at the end of your night in Magic Kingdom. So very much looking forward to it, and I'm really looking forward to kind of showing you what the view is like from inside and also what kind of desserts you get. Is it worth the $99? So the fireworks are at 8:30 tonight, and you can already see people sat down waiting. So it's 2 hours in advance, people are already getting their spots. And the reason that I did the dessert pie is just because I've had it before. I've arrived an hour and a half early on Main Street, sat down on a curb, ready to enjoy myself, and then the second the show starts, I had a wall of kids on shoulders in front of me, didn't see anything. So I'm obsessed with Happily Ever After, and I was like, I don't want to miss this experience, which is why I thought I'd rather pay for a dessert party so I know I can have that view. So let's see what it's like. I'm very excited. But if you do want the kind of hub spots, those really, really close up spots to the castle, people do start saving their spots 2 hours in advance, so just be aware. I've just had loads and loads of lovely photos taken on Main Street. The wait for the PhotoPass photographers at the moment is really, really low, so this is a fantastic time to do it. Because I've still got some time to kill before my reservation, I'm actually going to head to the PhotoPass booth because earlier on when I met Donald, I got the people in front's photographs instead of mine. Goofy turned out fine, just Donald, so I'm going to go and see if I can find out now. And the good thing is, because I've got the Goofy photos, I know the exact time that they were taken, so it should be easy to find. So let's go and do that. So if you ever do need PhotoPass, you come into where you meet Mickey Mouse, and then just over in the corner, you will be able to see the PhotoPass booth. It was super, super simple because with this, where I'd had my photo with Goofy, we had the exact timestamp. So it took seconds to find my photos, and now I've got them, which is brilliant. So you can actually see over here, this is the seats and suites area. People are starting to load in now. It's about 7:15. So my check-in time is 7:30. So I'm pretty much ready to go and very exciting. But that is where, if you do the seats and suites, you will sit. And then if I pan over, this is kind of the view. There is a big tree, unfortunately. And then behind it is the castle. So it has just gone 7 and I've already been able to sign in. So I've got my little wristband. You can actually head over to the plaza now, or she said you can head over as long as you're there by 8:30. It's absolutely fine. So you've got a lot of flexibility. It's not like you have to get there and be in there at 7:30 and be just sat around. You can keep doing things in the park and head over there any time you fancy. But I might go in there and have a little see, because you can sit down. So I have picked a spot where I've got a really, really good view myself. When I'm filming, there is like a light pole in the way, and to be fair, there is always things in the way because you have lampposts, you have topiary, there's always going to be something, but visually it's an amazing spot I've picked. So hopefully you'll get a glimpse of what Happily Ever After is like via the camera. Of course I'm crying. It was absolutely amazing. Like, this dessert party view is absolutely incredible. It was so amazing to see it in person. And yeah, I'm an absolute mess, but it was absolutely brilliant. So I have been seated, and then they've given me this, which lets people know that I have an allergy request. But actually, if you're vegan, that's what you will get. So the coordinator has come over, and she's let me know that they will make a plate up for me. There's loads of drink on offer. I think you can drink as much as possible, and I am going to drink so much. They've got strawberry limeade, they've got pog juice, they've got sweet unsweetened tea, they've got water, milk, weirdly, tea, coffee. They have a bar that has wines, beers, champagne. They also have non-alcoholic apple cider, which is very funny because in the UK cider means alcohol, but in America apple cider is not alcoholic and hard cider is. So I think I'm going to actually try that. I'm assuming it's going to be like appetizer. Okay, I've got to say, I'm loving the idea of having just a drinks buffet. So I've got some pog juice, and I've got this non-alcoholic cider. So let's see what this is like. Yeah, it tastes exactly like appetizer. It's just fizzy apple juice. So the lovely coordinator has just brought my desserts, and she has let me know that this one is like a lemon cake. This one is a banana chocolate chip. These are just some little cookies. I think they probably enjoy life. This is some oatmeal chocolate chip cookies that are homemade. You get a raspberry sorbet, and you get some sour gummies. Let's try the banana bread with chocolate chips. I'm not a banana person really. Although on this trip I had a sneaky banana put into a cupcake, and I actually really liked that. So maybe I'll like this. That is really, really good. You get the subtle banana flavour, it's really nice, it's sweet. You get loads of cinnamon flavour and a little bit of chocolate, like that is really good. I think I'm going to take that home for breakfast because that feels like something that would be very good for breakfast. But I love that, that's really good. Okay, let's try the lemon, and I think it's got like a raspberry drizzle. Okay, cheers. The problem is, this is quite a lot for one person, so I'm glad I've got my Ziploc because there's no way I would be able to eat all of this on my own. Everything I've had so far I've really liked, and the thing I'm most excited for are these homemade cookies. They look super tasty, so let's go. They taste homemade, which is really, really nice. I like all of this. There's not one thing that I'm like, oh, that's not so good. Like every single thing is really good. So I have been super impressed with the dessert party. The view was absolutely outstanding. Like, it was so brilliant. I don't think I ever thought I would get to have that sort of view for the fireworks in Magic Kingdom. Absolutely fantastic. It lived up to everything I expected it to be. It was really nice to be able to sit down in advance, and you also had a cast member who was doing trivia to keep you entertained. Desserts have been amazing. I've actually put loads in my backpack because I ate less than a quarter of it because I was so full. But it was so nice to have like desserts in the evening. It feels like you're on a proper holiday. It feels really special. Loads and loads of drinks on offer. They actually said it's a completely open bar. So they said you could only take 2 drinks at a time, but I think you could have as many alcoholic drinks as you wanted. And of course they had loads of non-alcoholic drinks as well. All the vegan desserts were really, really good. There wasn't one that I didn't like. So I rate this like 10 out of 10. I will do this every single time I come to Disney World now. It was that good. So as I have left the dessert party, it has started raining, so what perfect timing. We had perfect weather, like it was overcast, so the temperature had come down a bit. It was like literally perfection. And then it's just started drizzling a little bit on the way out, so how wonderful. There's still quite a lot of people here. So leaving Magic Kingdom can be difficult, because obviously it's kind of on a island, so you have to get a boat or a monorail or something to get out of Magic Kingdom. So we'll go see what the transportation situation is like. But I think the shops are still open, so I might try and see if I can exchange this t-shirt and give myself a bit more time. So I have found the t-shirt and I found the next size down, but it looked a lot smaller, so I got the size that I've bought and that and put it next to each other to compare the difference. It's about 4 inches of difference. Like it's a significant jump up, so I don't know if I should get the next size down because I feel like that would be too tight. So this one's a little bit too big, but I think the next size down would be a little bit too tight because I want to wear it with like cycling shorts, you know, be oversized. So maybe I'll just stick with what I've got. So I don't want to get that size and then be like, oh no, I've got to take it back again. Okay, so I spoke to a staff member and they said you can get a refund if I need it. So what I think I'm going to do is buy the other size, try both of them on to see which is the best fit, because this might actually fit because the other one was quite a bit bigger, and then I'll bring back whichever one I don't need. It would be handy if they had changing rooms, but you know, we'll make it work. At least we're here for quite a long time so we can do this. So what another amazing day. It was fantastic to start off at Kona Cafe and having that Moco Loco, was it Loco Moco? It was so good. It was well worth the wait. Magic Kingdom was incredible in the morning. The wait times were so low. I got to do lots of classic attractions today, which was really, really fun. I loved the nostalgia of those sorts of rides. So loved doing that. Got to go on my favourite, the Carousel of Progress. It was so, so good. And then to come back this evening, get loads of amazing shots by PhotoPass photographers on Main Street. And then the epic dessert party. What an amazing way to end a Magic Kingdom day. It could not have been better. Like the view, the show, the food, like everything was sublime. And now it's doing a little rain, but it even feels magical being in the rain in Disney. So thank you so much for joining me again. What an incredible trip this has been so far. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to shake up my plans a bit. I've got some amazing plans for Hollywood Studios in the evening. I actually think in the daytime, I'm going to take it a bit easier, have a little bit of a rest day. I might go to the outlet, and I'm thinking about going back to some of the supermarkets to get some goodies to take back to the UK. So it's going to be nice to have a bit of a down day. We've had 5 days in the park so far, but we will be back in the park in the evening for a restaurant that I've never been to and a very exciting way to shut down the park. So do come join me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, I hope you have a most magical day. Bye bye. I would normally wave at you, but I've got no hands because I've got an umbrella.